Tartar's men capture Diana and bring her to his castle in the mountains. To gain her freedom, the Phantom agrees to fight Brutus, the savage gorilla.
Comes the Tartar.
Let Brutus enter.
The seventh key.
Why, Phantom, you're not losing your nerve, are you?
Stop it! Stop it!
Bravo! Bravo, Phantom!
Dying. Brutus is dead.
He's dead.
I'll talk with you in the throne room, Phantom. Raise the bars. Come.
This will make it possible for you to locate the lost city of Zoloz. It's what you came looking for, isn't it?
Yes. You knew all the time that the missing segment was hanging around the gorilla's neck. That's why you asked me to fight him, wasn't it?
Of course. I wanted to make sure you were truly worthy of it. Take it. You won it fairly.
Thank you.
You've kept your word.
Bring sparkling burgundy. We shall toast to the success of your safari. And then we'll toast my new lieutenant, the Phantom.
But you promised to free both of us.
Well, you misunderstood. The Phantom only fought to free you.
That was the understanding, Diana.
I realize now the Phantom fought Carrack fairly. But since Carrack was my best warrior, and as I must replace him, why not with the one who proved himself his superior?
If I can prove that I did not kill Carrack, will you still insist upon my staying here?
Oh, definitely not. In that case, you would be under no obligation to me.
Very well, Tartar. I think I can convince you. One of those three killed him.
You lie. The skull from your signet ring still shows on Carrack's jaw.
I intend to support my accusation by a test, which will compel the guilty man to convict himself.
Proceed with your test, Phantom.
Watch carefully, Tartar. As you see, I put the same amount into each glass. Now select any one of them. You see? It's harmless to the innocent, but it will kill the guilty one. Now let me see you three drink your wine.
You heard. Drink.
I have nothing to fear.
Now you. Now you, Rapper. Drink!
No!
Guard, stop him!
Mercy, Tartar.
Did you show Karak any mercy? You have condemned yourself just as the Phantom predicted. Do your duty!
No! No!
Try this sometime, Tartar. The solution I put in the wine is a great cure for malaria. Wouldn't hurt a fly.
Well, at least you proved your point. Phantom, you came to me as a friend, and I treated you as an enemy. But now, when you leave here, you go as my friend.
At last, Professor, this puts us on the road to Zoloz.
We won't have any trouble finding it now, thanks to you.
Well, now that we know where to find the city, how are we going to locate the treasure?
If it's there, we'll probably find it in the catacombs, which are indicated on this map. How long do you figure it will take us to reach Zoloz from here?
What do you think, Moko?
When sunrise, we start. When sunset, we there.
That means it'll take a full day. I suggest we start at sunrise.
Well, I guess I can wait a little longer.
One thing I want decided right now, Professor Davidson. How much of the treasure do you intend giving the Phantom?
Any part that he may claim. He deserves the largest share, after all he's gone through for us.
Yes, I expected you to say something like that. I know your interest in Zoloz is purely scientific, but please understand that I'm in it only for the cash.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't want any part of that treasure.
That's very generous of you. And as for you, Byron, understand once and for all that any valuables we may find will have to be turned over to the Melville University, which financed this expedition. If the university decides to reward you financially, that'll be all right with me.
Thanks. Well, it's getting late. I think I'll turn in.
There, you see, right out of the catacombs onto the airfield. But we can't start construction on the runway for the planes until we get natives to clear out some of that jungle.
I still think we ought to get started on this ourselves instead of waiting for that day to come.
It's taken us 2 days now to lug all this stuff from the outside in the tunnels and from the tunnels here. We staying underground forever?
Save your breath, Rocco. With this underground layout and the extra tunnels we're pushing through, this will be the greatest arsenal the world's ever known.
Sure it will. If they don't send us an engineer pretty soon, there's liable to be a cave in here. We don't know anything about excavating.
Will you let me worry about that? Just bring the rest of that stuff in here.
Ale muli hali, Julie. Sali tui.
Why should Byron sneak away in the middle of the night? If he wanted to leave us, why didn't he do it openly? What is it, Moko?
Moko find tracks. Him go trail that way.
I'll bet he's trying to get to Zoloz ahead of us. He hopes to lay his hands on that treasure before we even have a look at it.
I'm afraid you're right, Diana.
There's no doubt about it. But I'm afraid Byron didn't figure there may be others there ahead of him.
Who could they be?
Possibly those men who've been trying to stop us from getting to Zoloz.
Then what do you think we should do under the circumstances?
I'll try to head off Byron. You follow behind. Moko, you take charge of the safari. Come on, boy.
Hurry up, Moko. Let's get moving.
Moko, make Portis go quick.
Hi.
See, it'll be a very short passage. I don't think it'll take much timbering. If we come in there. Well, well, if it isn't good old Byron.
What are you doing here, Dr. Bremer?
Shut the door, Rocco.
Stick around, pal.
Welcome to Zoloz, Byron. Come on, sit down. We'll have a chat. Go on, get comfortable.
Professor Safari must have gotten out of Tartar's clutches after all.
Yeah, and I can feel a phantom breathing down my neck again.
Will you two be quiet? Now, look, Byron. I want to ask you a few questions.
Well, Devil, Zoloz at last. Let's go down and take a look at it, huh?
Now, don't waste my time being indignant. Just answer my question. Where's the Phantom?
He was with the safari when I left.
Does he know the way to Zoloz, too?
Sure. Tartar made him a present of the 7th key showing the exact location of this place. Probably the Phantom and Davidson are on their way now.
Morrison, you and Watson stand guard outside. Chris, take Scott and Rocco and look through the tunnels. Hurry up now.
Well, here's where we leave you.
Okay, if you see anybody outside, come in and get us. We'll be in the catacombs.
Now, look. I want to know what made you run out on the safari.
I wanted to be the first to see the treasure.
What you mean is that you figured to hide it before your friends could get here.
All right. Didn't want to be left out in the cold.
Well, you've got possibilities. Too bad you're not a mining engineer. That's what I really need. As it is, I'm afraid you know too much. Go on, get rid of them, Long.
Oh, wait. I may be of use to you.
You?
Yes. If you need an engineer, I may be able to help you find one.
Now, don't tell me
Professor Davidson's one.
Davidson?
Yes. He studied mining engineering to help him solve archaeological excavation problems.
Well, say, maybe we can talk business after all. Go on, sit down again, Byron. So Davidson studied engineering, huh?
Keep your eyes peeled out here. Watch that trail.
The Phantom.
You're in the wrong territory, ain't you?
Lift his guns.
take care of the man who never dies.
Yeah, I'll say. Take a look at Watson. Come on, we'll get you into Bremer.
Will Byron and Bremer now work together? Has Professor Davidson reached his goal at last? Don't miss The Lost City, the next action-packed episode of The Phantom, at this theater next week.